Hello VR players, welcome to a lap guide at Road Atlanta where right away you have a tricky turn 1. It's very easy to brake too much for turn 1 or not enough. I'm braking as the blue roof reaches the A pillar. Remember, in the headset I can see a little more to the edges than comes through a flat screen. Down a gear, kiss the apex and accelerate up the hill. Look for the treetops to guide your line and move to the left. Braking around the start of the curb, maybe a touch after. Very important to brake in a straight line. I try to take a good chunk of this curb to get as left as I can and quote-unquote snap the steering to center right before I brake. And as we all know by now, watch your track limits as you turn right. You don't want too much curb anyway, and maintaining good car balance through the S's is key. Now I'll stop it right here. As you start down the hill, there's a short curb on the left. My goal is a fleeting whisper of a touch on that curb. Then, as you get into the first right-hander, a slight lift helps turn the car in and, in my opinion, helps control the weight transfer and balance throughout the S's. Watch some on-board clips from the Petite Le Mans. The GTD drivers do a slight lift back there. Braking for turn 5, just past the start of the curb in as much of a straight line as I can manage. The sign is a useful reference in traffic. On throttle at the apex, you have a decent amount of room on the exit. However, the white line is track limits. Straddle that, you'll be fine. A good exit can occasionally set up a passing opportunity in turn 6, where I look for 2 landmarks for braking. The start of the tarmac on the right, and just before and above that, you will see a lamppost. The green tent helps spot it. Once that gets out of view, I begin braking. Use the favorable camber to get on throttle a touch before the apex. Braking again just before the orange tent gets to the edge of my windscreen. Err on the side of braking just a little too soon for turn 7 and carrying just a little less speed than you think you can. There isn't much gray area with this turn. It goes wrong in a hurry. Short shift or use second gear if struggling with wheel spin. The back straight gives you a brief respite, but the slipstream will leave you vulnerable. A good defensive line is to drive down the middle, force your opponent behind to make a decision, inside or outside. Perhaps they outbrake themselves or make some other mistake. You will inevitably lose places in turn 10. It happens, stay focused. Finally braking just as I pass the sign next to the 200 board, all the way down to second. I don't cut off too much of the first apex curb on the left. Briefly on throttle as you passed it, lifting slightly to help turn the car right. As I come up the hill, I use the tricolor sign to set my line. White for aggressively taking off the corner, yellow for a wider entry into the final turn. As you crest the hill, pick up that light patch of tarmac as your final turn entry point, clip the curb, and across the line. This is a really fun track. You can have great races here. I hope you enjoyed this lap guide and found some time as a result. Good luck, and I will see you soon with another video.